I don't know how to start an intro. I'm Spiral Smurf. Welcome to my channel. Nobody's gonna watch that. Let's try again. Ready up. Hey, hey you. Yeah, you. Yeah. Are you bad at video games? Are you absolute dog water at fighting games? Are you trash at them? Well, fear not. This is your one-on-one stop on how to get better at every fighting game by learning the elements. So enjoy the video. What's up, guys? I'm Spiral Smurf. I'm here to help you out. So this is your class 101 on how to get better at fighting games and learning the elements. Now, you're probably wondering, yo, who's this Smurf guy? Well, that's me. I've been a professional video game, and not just in fighting games, not just in first-person shooters, but in many, like, leaderboard hunters. I'll show you some photos later on, but this isn't to make you a pro. This is just to get you the basic knowledge of the elements. And you're probably wondering, what are the elements and what makes you qualified? Well, I'll explain all that throughout the video. Please be patient with me. Write any notes down that you need to know, and yeah. And if you're still wondering if I'm qualified, I mean, I just played last night and 30 win streak, and you know your boy got haters, so get at me. Anyway, so yeah, we're gonna be teaching you all about the elements in this video, and you're gonna learn everything that I could basically teach. These are all the world records that some of the world leaderboards that I have right here. In each one, I was 22nd knocked player in the whole world. What's it called? Not just those. I mean, even in shooters and whatnot, I'm 11th in the world. I went to local tournaments and big name tournaments that you probably known or seen of. Here's a couple footages of me.
It's not fair, man. Smurf should be
It's
allowed
not
to
fair.
play
You're right.
games.
How is someone so good at fighting games and also so incredibly handsome? It's not fair.
He ugly.
Hey, Smurf, what's up? All right. Smurf sitting on that Robin. Looks like he's going to roll with that again. Blue Beetle.
So yeah, I have plenty more records. I've been doing this for a very long time. I have way more leaderboards on the scores. They're all on my Facebook, but if I post them all, and we would be here forever. So yeah, just take my word for it. And yeah, so I'm gonna teach you guys about the elements, and the elements are pretty much play styles in every general fighting game. You can take this to any fighting game and learn their basic knowledge. So I'm trying to cram all this years of experience into this small video so you guys can at least get the basics of how people think, how they function, how they want to work, what you should be looking for, what you should be aiming for. And I'm going to try to, do the best I can in the shortest possible way for it. I know the video is going to be at least like pretty big. I'm trying my best to keep it 10 minutes. If it goes any further than that, I implore you, please be patient with me. Please listen to the video. Please watch. I promise you it will make you a better person. And then you will see every fight and you will learn from this knowledge that I'm teaching you. Trust me, the elements of knowing and reading people off rip is instantly a huge 2000 IQ boost. So with that being said, I'm going to teach you guys your mistakes and what you should be working on and looking forward to. So the number one problem I see most players do is button mashing. Straight button mashing. Yeah, that's not going to work. So look, even I'm guilty of this, and I do it from time to time, and I gotta catch myself in pace. You gotta kind of have to slow it down, and you gotta learn your ABCs, which is what we call the low, medium, highs, or the 1, 2, 3s. So once you start pacing yourself and not trying to mash as hard, you will get naturally progressively better. So I know you guys didn't click on this video just to hear me talk about the elements the entire time and not show you. So I'll show some clips right now, we'll get into it, and then I'll explain what the elements are. But I've already seen the avatar, Smurf. I know my elements. No, not those type of elements. Here, let me explain. So the elements are people's extension of their gameplay style. Now, what do I mean by this? Now, in one match, you'll have one person completely dominate you, be in your face, non-stop aggressiveness. You'll have another one who's strategically strategizing and tactically waiting for their opportunity to hit you. And then the third one is just absolutely all over the place with no strategy at all, complete scatterbrain, and dominates you. And that's why they're represented as rock, paper, scissors. They are fire, ice, and electricity, and they all beat each other, just like I said before, rock, paper, scissors. And there's two extra elements that don't really win on their own, but they're vital for gameplay. But I want to do that. I want to be as good as you. Well, tut tut, little Timmy. Let's sit your bitch ass down, because I'm going to show you how it's done. Sorry for the low quality. We're really budgeted on this channel. So the fire player is the most common player. These are people who just want to get into the game, go rush you down and be in your face. They want to be oppressive. They want to push buttons. They're a rush down style. They're in your face. They're very oppressive, right? A perfect way of finding out someone who's instantly a fire player is that during the cutscene right here in an intro, 9 out of 10 times, if they skip the cutscene during their turn, so right here, this player would perfectly be a perfect example. They're letting the thing rock, right? That tells me already that if they're watching the full cutscene, they're not most likely going to rush me down. So I'm going to be the aggressor in here. And boom, my 9 out of 5 chance, 9 out of 5, yeah, I know my math, tells me that they're most likely not going to rush. So I took the initiative of being a rusher. And then from there, that one punishment cost this player that much health up there. And like I said before, this could work for other fighting games. Here's an example. The rules still apply here. So if he were to cut the cutscene, that tells me that he's eager to press buttons, therefore telling me that he's a fire type player. Otherwise, he's going to back up and I'll have to figure out what his strategy is. Remember, keep in mind, when one fire meets another fire player, it's whoever's more aggressive, the bigger fire will always eat the smaller fire. Keep in mind, fighting games are like a conversation. They have to read you as much as you have to read them.
It's kind of working. This is the weakest drill I've ever made. Hey guys, I don't think it's working. Yeah, this thing doesn't work. We tried.
This is Ice Style, and Ice Style is a more patient player than most others, and it also defeats fire players. You can immediately tell what type of Ice player is when they start the round and they back up into a defensive mode. And then they seize the opportunity and blow you up by punishing your mistake. And the Ice Style has various other names just as well. It's like playing lame, slow play, and turtling. Now, a perfect example of this, I'll show it right here. So she backs away immediately and pulls out the bomb. That immediately tells me what type of player she is. She's just a ice type of player. But she's also mixing her, she's using her advantage to her character, which is wind style. And we'll explain that later and why that's vital for every game player. So I immediately see this and I adapt. I charge up right here, knowing that electricity beats ice style, and therefore leaving her open, he has to use his burst in order to contact that. I know she's going to go back into it. I throw that to rip through it. I miss mine, but the point is I have enough to get in her head, and I rush down. And lastly, electricity, also known as Loki, Trickster, Gimmick, or also known as the Mix-Up King. Now, they beat ice players simply because they can overwhelm them with their options of going left and right and being a Mix-Up King, but get overwhelmed by just a rush-down player. A perfect example is Dawson, since he can teleport all to the other side, hit you from far away. He has really wonky arm length reach, you know, all gimmick stuff. He can even shoot fireballs at a weird angle and could just teleport either left, right side of you. Perfect example. So here's one of my matches. I immediately switch, knowing that the opponent has been, every time I hit him, he goes straight into a defensive tactic mode. So I knew after that hit, I was going to apply pressure, making him think I'm fighting style, which is fire. I immediately go into the electricity, come out the other side because I knew he wasn't expecting it, and therefore doing electricity, coming on the other side, overwhelming him because he was playing a lot of ice style at that moment, therefore getting me the kill and then winning the rest of the round.
Incredibly, people have been spotted in the water here in Blackrock and Salt Hill both today and yesterday.
This here is wind style. You'll know immediately how the player is when they immediately back up and start shooting fireballs. They're also known as keep away, keep outs, lockouts, lockdowns, and spammers. This can be frustrating to new players that don't know how to get around it or avoid it, or just overall in general that just can't know how to close the gap on them. It becomes a rock paper scissors match once again, knowing when to move up, when to dash up, when to use an ability in order to get through a fireball, when to block a fireball, and when to jump over. This kind of play style, you have to pace yourself. They kind of control the match of the pace, and you have to just learn how to adapt slowly and pressure them inward. So I'll give you a perfect example of a win style. So Teemo right here, you want to set up. Setup means putting all your items down in order to put more defensive stuff to keep you alive. So you want to keep your setup right here in the far back. You're going to shoot, spam, and you're going to shoot from far away. Now they have to get through the mushrooms. Not only that, now they have to avoid the constant launchers that you're doing. Now there's various tools for them to get around, but most players get frustrated after a while. Not all win styles are treated equally. Jinx is a perfect example of controlling an entire match from full screen. Big punishes can continue pressuring you, keep you at bay the entire match if not done correctly. Now the reason why I say this is because each opponent, after a frustrating amount of time, they will start to jump in on you and they will do heavy attacks, which therefore blow you up, because most spammers shoot straight, but you have what's called an anti-air. Now in every game, most anti-airs are down heavies. Same thing goes with here, Street Fighter, and unfortunately not Tekken, but other various games. Down heavy is specifically made to counter the anti-airs, hence why the name. Now, if you do this every single time, 5 out of the 5 times you're gonna land it. And lastly, this is water style. Though it can't win on its own, but this is the last element and it's a big vital part of the game. Also known as flow charting, grappling, water crashing, and throw looping. So the reason why it's called water flow is because when you throw an opponent, it's like a water flow. Then you go into a jab, which is like the first thing that comes out unless an opponent comes up striking. But if they don't, they go into a block state, which there becomes a mental game of, is he going to grab me? Is he going to strike? And it becomes a rock, paper, scissors, where quick strikes beat grabs, grabs beat blocks, but blocks beat wake ups. Now keep in mind this only works in the corner, but you can also start mixing up either dash ways to get in your opponent's head, swing a couple times before them getting up, or just simply go for another grab. Keep in mind, it only works if they stay in the corner, so if you throw your opponent on the left side or away from the corner, then the flowchart might not work as well. Just make sure you keep an eye on your opponent's movements and stay in their head in order for this to work though. And that's it. That's all the elements I could possibly teach you guys. Hopefully this video, guys, helped you. If it did, please leave a comment, leave a like. It helps me out a lot. Subscribe to the channel, and hopefully that helps you. I know there's a lot more with feeties, sauce, meaties, OTGs, burritos, curly mustaches, and we'll get to that eventually. But for now, just try to get your matches on and get your feet wet, and hopefully you guys learn from this video, and I'll see you guys on the next one. And don't forget to always ready up. And your boy got haters, so get at me.